Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So it's away we go then. The unmissable figure of Jan Koller. No doubt where his strength lies.
No, well, if ever you wanted to show the definition of target man, it's him, the human lighthouse.
And near a 7'6".
Yeah, with the right...
Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's rising! And that was very necessary. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bellingham. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Pull it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Dijk clears it away. And he was alert to it. Koller. McAllister.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, great header! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Such a good gamble to take, and one that paid off very handsomely. Good job he trusted his instincts.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now Byrne. DiMarco. And he's had it nicked away. Chance here to counter. Threads one in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he welcomes it in. Now that's well seen too. Can he get on the end of this? Koller, never the sort to be shot shy. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Oh, that is a good... And a chance! And that's a tiny finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about...
Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's gone backward here. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. McAllister is always looking to break lines. And it's Figo. He's picked his way through. Birmingham Legion have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Keeper's dealt with that. And that is headed for the middle. And the keeper beats it away. DiMarco. Stam deals with that comfortably. Well, nicely intercepted. That's destined for the flank. Driven in. Oh, good climb! No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that's a good-looking ball. Byrne cuts it out. DiMarco. Good ball over the top. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Well, that has not gone well. That pass isn't the best. Spread it left. He's in a great position here. Oh, good take in a good area. Cross gets his head on it! And that's a good finish. And again they hit the front. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Taken back almost at once. Doku, Van Bronckhorst, tries to pass it through. Takes aim and crosses. And it's Figo. Can he get onto this? Donadoni, played in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Played out to the left flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! pinches it off him. Donadoni is fouled. Rijkaard cuts out the pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
DiMarco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Out of play for a throw. And he lines up a cross. And it's DiMarco. Bellingham. Stam demonstrating his defensive quality there. Looking for the far post. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And if you do have a chance
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 20.
So off we go again.
Coming on the field is
Borussia Dortmund really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pass somewhat off target. Now he's got space here. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Donadoni plays it in. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
It's gone for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. No, that's been intercepted. DiMarco. That is good alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Hoisted in. Getting up there! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kohler actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Birmingham Legion appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Borussia Dortmund may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Always onto this. Mignon clears without hesitation.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Now it's Mbappe. Best. Sends it crossfield. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there gets his head on it! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Edmilson. What's going wide left? Mbappe! Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a promising position. The ball goes in. Now it's Yamal. Looking to play him in. Can he get it through? Not a hint of off. Chance for a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Fernandes. And this is Lewandowski, and it's made its way to him. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Fernandes. It's a goal kick. Vieira. Best, very much a man of this moment. Some good work on the right flank here. Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. Punched away. That has ended up in no man's land. Edmilson. And Alexander-Arnold. Messi. And it's Van Dijk. Kubasi. And it's Fernandes. Edmilson. Fernandes. That has been slung wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Lofted in. Nesta getting this one clear. And Edmilson. And a chance! And yes, it's there!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Tries a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Borussia Dortmund go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Shot could best! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shifted it to the flank. There's the delivery. That's an excellent interception. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Fernandez. Over to the right flank. Tries to pass it through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Threads one in, and this is Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Edmilson. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Mbappe. And the ball's gone astray. And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Edmilson. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Yamal. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Borussia Dortmund largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So let's get the ball rolling. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Can he get onto this? And a goal kick. Vardiol. Fernandez. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Look at... And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Seedorf. Here's Doku.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Hullet. Vardiol. Messi. Fernandez. He's had it taken off him. He's got away. Now, can they get him away? Edmilson. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Played out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Edmilson. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it into space. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Doku does really well to win the ball there. Best. And this is Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks promising. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Doku was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ronaldo running with intent. And here's Doku. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Best. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Hullet. And it's Thuram. Thuram charging forward down that flank. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. What a header, flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Borussia Dortmund palpably stronger, better, superior. Edmilson spread out to the left. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Played out to the left flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Seedorf clears it away. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught napping. Fernandez. Now it's Lewandowski. That is good alertness. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Edmilson. And now the breakaway. Doku. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he welcomes it in. Fernandez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible.
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Edmilson into the last 5 minutes. Esteval. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Space for him to turn and look. That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! That's good play. It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And there goes the final whistle. Borussia Dortmund can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Stam, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
And this is Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Makaleli. That has been cut short. Robertson. Now, can they get him away? Neymar plays it in. That's going wide left. Rodri. And it's Neymar. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldo. He's found Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Edmilson. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. He gave it plenty and some, trashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Incoming delivery. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. Messi. That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Porto are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Beckham with the cross. There's the header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile.
Hand think waving, hand think waving, hand think waving.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Dink through. Oh, he's all alone. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
There was to be only one outcome.
Hand think waving, hand think waving, hand think waving.
Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Porto restore parity.
You've got to
Goes for a shot! Seedorf. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Neymar. There's the shot! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Good ball, good take. He's had a shot! Oh,
ดูไว้น้อง
fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. And they get themselves in front. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a
ๆ
super.
เป็นเล่นไปเรื่อยครับ
Borussia Dortmund have their lead. Edmilson. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Doku. That's a shade optimistic. Edmilson. Oh, that's a key interception. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Doku.
โอ้ยอย่าหลุดเน็ตหลุดก็พี่ เล่นใน PS5 ครับแต่ว่าดูเช็ดในมือถือครับ
PS5.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Nice-looking ball. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Over to the right flank. Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rooney. Knocks it into space. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's a pretty loose pass. Aims beyond the defence. Now the ball in. Stam, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, facing up to his adversary. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Palmer given another corner. Is their second corner of the game. Yamal! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
ได้ครับพี่
Corner number 3.
เล่นวันไหนทักมาได้เลยครับ
He leaps for it. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Parma really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Vieira, oh, he's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Doku tries across. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. been shipped out wide. Now it's Yamal. That's been cut out, well played. Tries to play it through. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Borussia Dortmund have reclaimed it. He's a sharp little ball here. Caught offside that time.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Hullet. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely shaped ball. Van Bronckhorst spots it and intercepts. Hullet. Yamal wants to run onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivers with whip. Brilliantly cut out. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Doku. Great vision. That is a great pick out. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for a runner. And they're back on the ball again. And Hullet! And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Rooney. Big chance! Lovely bit of skill. Yamal's cross. Doku quietly revving up. Oh, that's a fine interception. Probing pass. It's out for a goal kick.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now the delivery. Oh, good effort. It's there!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Borussia Dortmund coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Cambio di giocatori.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's rising! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Played into space. And that pass isn't the best. Yamal is herring after that one. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's found support out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Parma are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when...
Rooney! It's a loose ball. But he's left disappointed. So their fourth corner of the game. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. No luck with that dink over the top. Shifted upfield. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Zanetti, and he's whipped. Oh, great leap! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Per il Parma. Numero 19. Viene sostituito con il numero 24.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Threads one in. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's an imaginative pass. Rooney is flagged offside. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Bale, nice physical challenge. Tries to pass it through. Albert. And he's gone long. Nesta cuts out the pass. Throw in. Albert, always looking for that half a chance. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Pedri. That has ended up in no man's land. And the pass is intercepted. And he's worked it through. Rooney has it out wide and in space. In by Rooney. And the keeper beats it away. Good chance here! Could be danger here. Chance! Goal! Palmer! And they've got their lead back. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Well, it's Batistuta. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Quickly taken. Roberto Carlos flings it across. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that's well spotted.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 23, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15, il numero 7.
Searching passes played there. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Batistuta. McAllister played into the box. He's having a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Numero 20.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Lascia il campo per il numero 11.
Parma nearly finished.
Oh no, what a shot at goal! Well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Batistuta. That's good running with the ball. Nicely weighted ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos. And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air.
Everybody,
Game on.
Welcome to today's match. Everyone, please welcome our players. And this is now today's lineup.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And we're underway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Caresses it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Opts to play it back. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Diaz.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And Guardiol. Diaz. Now it's Fernandez. Oh, no joy this time. Pull it. Vieira. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Seedorf. Crosses it in. Terrific effort! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Selangor are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Diaz going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is a nice touch. They're urging him to shoot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stam. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Borussia Dortmund currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. Diaz is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Best. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. In by Hullet. Oh, great leap!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball over the top. Van Bronckhorst. Here's Vieira. That's destined for the flank. Doku has the space to scheme. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Doku. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has a look up. He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And for a moment, time stood still. Stam. Seedorf. It's a really well-measured ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Ødegaard. He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Messi. And the ball's come loose here. Thuram. Nesta. Stam is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Borussia Dortmund looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That's going wide left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Doku. It's a searching pass. Tries to get it clear. Bullet! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Borussia Dortmund come in leading by just the odd goal.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Borussia Dortmund with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
So off we go again. Borussia Dortmund currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's nice. Doku receives it in a wide position. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's superb. Goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Selangor have the chance to go the other way. Fernandez. Now he's off and running. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass is just off target.
Selangor really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Vardiol. Looking for the run. Diaz pinches it off him. Still just a single goal between the sides. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. No, flags up on the far side.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Fernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schmeichel. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Odegaard. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Bullet! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Seedorf wins the duel this time. Fernandez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vardiol. And here's Diaz. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Pass somewhat off target. We expected better, and so did he. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Good chance here! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Now it's Hullet. Vardiol calmly anticipates. Odegaard. Spread it left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He is through here! And he has been fouled there.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Luis Diaz. Coming on the field is
and it's
number
Messi.
17.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Doku is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Van Bronckhorst, impressive jump! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he gets rid in a hurry.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ødegaard. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Very much into the last knockings. Can he get it through? That's been cut out, well played.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now it's Mbappe. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result,
Hello,
yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All it would have needed was just to take another chance or two.
Kindly make his way to the
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So things are underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Giving the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close.
Oh, he's best! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Looking to play him in. Cristiano, there's the shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
The goal for Borussia Dortmund after 8 minutes.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
There's a sharp little ball here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not the most convincing of passes. And no, that was never going to make it. Adriano threads one in. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Piemonte really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means... And a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there. Probing pass, brilliantly cut out.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Serginho. Short changes him with that pass. Stam, and he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Batistuta. Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Thuram is the guilty party there. Dani Olmo takes the shot. Oh, the ball's run loose. He's gone for goal. Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Looking for options for movement. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Now he's off and running. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And this is Adriano. Doku quietly revving up. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus. And it's Serginho. And that's a throw. And that has put paid to that. And he's been shifted off it. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Borussia Dortmund can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. Great vision. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's good vision. Adriano! That has not worked out as planned. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Borussia Dortmund sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. Away we go again. Looking for the run. Bojan. Defending was strong and firm. That has not gone well. Mateus. And Dani Olmo. Batistuta receives it in. And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. He's on it. Can he get away? It's a sharp pass. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get on the end of this? He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Diogo Costa clearly... And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Opts to play it back. Great vision. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now that's well seen too. Pull it. Stam spots it and intercepts. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Doku. Oh, that's a fine interception. Koundé. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Park Ji-sung. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. No, that's been intercepted. Gabriel. Rice. Rodri. And this is Sneijder. Seedorf.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Quality ball. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And it's Rice. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Borussia Dortmund, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
And here's Park Ji-sung. Koundé. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has not gone well. And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He's in a great position here. And that interception was most... Seedorf! He's done very well to get to that.
Seedorf is offering a right smile there.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. best. And the keeper's there to save. DPMM are looking to go forward now. Schneider, and he's managed to get free. Schneider couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And it's Hullet. Hullet, good purposeful running this. Schneider. Stood up well to him there. Park Ji-sung. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
He's had a shot! Not going up front in a hurry. It's a good one he's making out on the left. Borussia Dortmund leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. He is through here! That's really well manoeuvred.
2 added minutes has been
Bergomi
indicated.
did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Mbappe. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello,
What
attendees.
have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Borussia Dortmund probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Borussia Dortmund just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we get things going again. Borussia Dortmund currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Azar can see things others simply cannot. He's got away. Nice control. And that's gone loose. Saka. Now it's Rodri. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. That pass has been well intercepted. Hazard, spread it left. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, a gilt-edged shot! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, good finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh no, what has happened here? That's going wide left. Looking to play him in. Hazard picks it up out wide. And he's gone back. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. That's where it came from. Nicely intercepted. Best. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a little off target. Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. Saka. Header! And that's in. Back to within one. Interesting. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
DPMM cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's Seedorf. Pass is just off target. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's picked his way through. Rashford. Looking for options for movement, and he welcomes it in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just too much on that. Rashford. And it's Rice. It's Schneider. That's a good ball out wide. That's Park Ji-sung. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Doku. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Substitutions taking place.
Reinders. Oh, this looks sharp. Shot could be on.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he finish? Goal! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ball's played through. Always onto this. And he was alert to it. And he cuts out the supply. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's got the beating of his man. And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. 1 point needed to secure promotion on the final day. It sounds simple, but as we all know, football is often anything but. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Borussia Dortmund must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Best. He's being urged to shoot. Could be chance, surely! Best concedes a free kick for that. Lobbed in behind, but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cannavaro. Szoboszlai tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, no joy this time. Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. Oh, easy pickings there. Doku. Cristiano Ronaldo. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Best. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah gets on his bike and on the move. Nesta deals with that comfortably.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's had it nicked. He'll try from distance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Mbappe. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're